Alright, welcome back to Strategies with Sasquatch. I'm Josh, and we're here again in the long dark. Oh, till boiled dry. This one's until boiled. Okay. Yep. Here we go again. So last time, found the hacksaw, which is, one of those things that I'm very pleased with. But looking forward to trying to get another forge session, and I needed the hacksaw because I have one piece of scrap metal. That's a lot of rose hips. So yeah, I have one piece of scrap metal. I've got a good amount of coal. I've read a little bit of that. This one I can use if I want, or I could burn it. And I think I was going to try to sleep. I have firewood if necessary. Actually, yeah, I was going to go out and get some more sticks because I left some sticks behind. 11 arrows, that's not too bad. I've got the stew, that's right, I was going to eat the stew, and then I've got some cooked venison, excellent. And a little bit more water, plus I'm making even more water. 3 stones. I can't really see much, so I gotta be careful. I know I've picked up quite a few sticks around here, but there was more up the hill. Yeah, I'm not really sure how many I'll find, but I still have to open my stream. I just want to keep that fire going because this could turn into a blizzard, and it would be slightly unfortunate if I had to use all of my coal to stay in this cave overnight, but alright, whatever. That's not the cave. Yeah, this is the one I want. Let's just leave a little bit of water out here, or a little bit more water. I shouldn't be sprinting around, but as soon as I eat that stew, oh, that's right, I need to recover health. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know I'm going to bring up the comments here just a second. I'm so sorry. Until dry, okay. Yes, it is. I think that's plenty of water. So I'm just going to stare at the fire for a minute. Oh, there's Willow. Willow says hi. Ironman, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Oops. All right. Excuse me. So it could be a good idea to try to bring this fire up closer. But what I'm going to do is I'll just throw a stick on there. I'm going to sleep for 1 hour just for now, in the hopes that the weather does change. Because if it doesn't blizzard, now either way, I'm going to move this fire.
I need to find food.
Yeah, I know you need food, you need water, you need sleep, you need condition, you need all of the things that a growing astrid needs. So I'm going to leave that fire there because I like that spot, but it's not in the cold part of the cave, so I am all about cheesing fire times. I am all about it, right? I don't have any concern about whether it's, what do you call those things, an exploit, things like that. It's a feature in the game, so as long as you know the feature, you're just using the feature to its best ability.
By snow and nothing to drink.
Like, I'm glad they took out that fire trick where if I had let my teas warm up and they were on that fire when it went out, they would stay hot forever. They fixed that. That's not a thing anymore. Let's put coal. I'm gonna just do it. 4 coal because I am sleeping. I need to sleep. I'm gonna find more, whatever. I know I literally just said I don't want to use all my coal, but I want to get 9 hours of sleep. Got more than enough water. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, Willow, please. There we go. Just about fully exhausted. Okay, this is the small piece. I'll eat this. I'm actually going to move this back a little bit farther because I don't want that in the radius of the fire because it'll lower its condition faster. I probably... Oh. Let's drink a tea. I'll just go ahead and drink the this as well because it'll help. Everything that helps, right? So this is easily going to last 9 hours. Oh, and there's the blizzard. I was totally concerned about that. And there goes the blizzard. It's still quite breezy. Still 3 hours on the fire. Condition is almost full. That's what I like to see. I can't stay here long because the food is dwindling. I've got more than enough water, so I'm going to leave that. I might leave some of this food, but maybe not. No, this has vitamin C in it. Yeah, let me check the stats while I'm right here, because I'm probably going to want to sleep a little bit and see if this wind goes away. So while I'm waiting, I will check out the stats. So I got scurvy. When did I get scurvy? I think it was day 25. No. It was right around this time that I got my scurvy. Let's see here. Injuries sustained. I mean, it doesn't tell you what injuries you got, though. Pretty sure it was this day that I got it, and I should be marking when I got rid of it. So go forage again. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, folks. Hi, Janet. How you doing tonight? Sorry, my dog is... I've got the window open because it's been gorgeous, and they still have the heat on in the house. So it's double warm. So I've got the window open, and of course, anything that happens outside is now... She's extra sensitive to noises, and... Like, somebody could close their car door a block away, and she's going to start barking at it. So I apologize. If I mute the microphone to basically I have to tell her to stop. And she doesn't listen to me if she thinks that I'm talking not to her, so I have to like anyway. Enough about that. Scurvy. I have scurvy. I had scurvy, right? If we go to the log, I'm pretty sure in here there's a section that says how many times I've had scurvy. Right there, scurvy 1 at the very bottom, right next to blood loss, which that happened while I was looking for the hacksaw. And then I went up to Marsh Ridge, and then I came back down from, like I went through the cave to go towards, ah shucks, I always forget, it's Hat Creek. Went out of the cave, checked the blind there, or not the blind, the tower. And the tower is it's over there somewhere. It's up the hill. It's behind these trees. It's like... Where the heck is it? It's over here somewhere, right? It's not that far. But now I'm sort of close to where the bear cave is. And this cave traditionally for me has been good. But as soon as I leave the cave, it turns into not so good anymore. So I would very much like to travel in better weather, so I'm just gonna go to sleep again. Maybe I could have drank another tea. I suppose I should at least... Oh, you know what? I've drank birch bark. Son of a gun. Well, that was a mistake. I can't drink birch bark tea anymore. I'm not allowed, because it has... I forget how much. It might be like 5%. It's probably not that much vitamin C. It doesn't throw me off that much. I just have to recall. I have to be very much aware that these have vitamin C in them, so I'm not supposed to be ingesting them. I really hope this doesn't blizzard again. Let's read about sewing. There we go. No, I would love to go to Poacher's because I don't think I've ever even... I didn't even go there. Like, I thought I had gone, and it turns out I'm totally wrong. I didn't go there. I was thinking of the first playthrough where I went there. And that's where I got mauled by a bear. After I left Poacher's, because I thought it was going to be, You know what? I'm gonna take some of these torches. Obviously I put way too much fuel on this fire. If I had put that much and was back there, it probably would have been out by now, even with the blizzard, but... I'm encumbered. I mean, that much isn't very... That's old news. Oh, I could make... Bannock if I wanted to. I can't make Bannock. That's why I left, darn it. I left all that stuff behind before because I didn't have the skillet. Oh wait, I do have a skillet. Did I bring salt? I did. Okay. Sorry. I was playing... I know I said I wasn't going to, so it was smart. You're right. I definitely am glad I made some notes because I was playing on this other save file. I made an interloper run, but it was a custom run, so I selected interloper, and then I went down to, like, the first setting is overall world loot, so I changed it to medium because I thought I wanted to test to see how much stuff is in the world, how much easier it would be if I was to try an interloper save with only changing the... There's the bear. I see it right on the lake, on the water. So if I was to change the interloper save to medium loot, how much medium loot would I get? Because it's still going to be a low amount of loot, but then I'm like in Timberwolf Mountain, and I'm realizing that the containers from the plane, they're not affected by low loot spawn. Or, like, they're not affected by the container item density. The only thing they're affected by is how long it is until you go and open them. And then, of course, with medium loot, you have every single one of the containers. So right there, you're going to get... I opened one container and it had... Mind you, the food was at like 20%, but it had like... I want to say 6 or 7 airline food meals. So, like 4,000 calories worth of stuff right there. And I've already found some of the best gear. Like I have snow pants, the Kawachan sweatshirt, maybe not all of the exact top tier. I still don't have the Expedition Parka, but like I've got the Mariner's pea coat, and it's still cold. Like, so anyway, I was playing all of that, and now I'm playing this again. So I'm a little bit thrown off because I'm like, oh yeah, drink the birch bark. Whoops. But yeah, here we go. We're going to Poacher's. That bear hopefully doesn't bother me. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Astrid. Deep breath. So I'm not focused at the moment, so I do apologize about my random commentary. I do get distracted very easily, so... Yeah, it's cold. I know it. If only I had some coffee or something. Maybe I should turn the... This scrap metal is fantastic. Maybe I should turn those acorn grounds into coffee. Because it's pretty chilly out here. And the wind's starting to pick up. Okay, let's go back. I'll get this stuff in a minute. Let's restart this fire. I'm not sure if I can use the mag lens in this fire barrel. I can. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, well anyway, sorry. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Come on, little fire.
Oh, that did not work. I found some more coal. I was not counting on the coal being here because I was under the mistaken assumption that I had already looted this place. So all of this is free stuff. Like I had already written this off as being looted.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
I don't know where else I'm gonna find scrap metal. I know that there's, I think, 4 pieces at the forge.
Oh yeah.
in the form of the one shelf that I didn't have the hacksaw with me when I forged the first time, so that's still there. And I had found another one of those metal shelves. Made it this far. I left some gear for you to find. Well, we'll see if it's there or not. I still don't really know where that is. Oh, that might be near the bear cave. The one down there. I don't know where the bear is, but this is not a great feeling. Knowing it's around, but not being able to see exactly where it is. That's fine. I might have to turn my headphones up a little bit. Yep, I know it's cold. Oh, I hear it. It's either that or it's the wind. Both are, I guess... I can't tell because I think my character... Yeah, I'm in pain, so like the wind, the noises fade in and out. I suppose I could use painkillers. I have a little bit. I'm hoping that makes the noises more consistent. Ooh, I still need a jacket, that's right. I've got the bear stuff curing by the time I get back. That's why I want to forge, just so I can craft another knife. I'd like to make 2 knives. And then potentially 1 more hatchet. I honestly could have left these... Maybe not the knife, but I could have potentially left the hacksaw at camp, or like at camp office, knowing that I wanted to craft another one, because I'm very super encumbered at the moment. What am I carrying? Water, the torches. Torches add up really quickly. Well, anyway. I don't have to save these. I know it sucks. I'm going to break them down, but I'm going to have to throw them right back onto this fire. So I'd like that bear to leave, and I don't trust the weather at the moment. That's a lot of really good torches, too. Maybe I could just leave some here. But I'd rather leave the sticks, right? I don't know. I wonder if there's a spot where I can... No. I was trying to, like, maybe see if I could... Like, this little gap right here. I wonder if that's showing the outside or if that's just... It is kind of rendering the outside. I don't know if I'd be able to determine whether or not anything out there is a bear. But, like, right through this area, I think, is where... Unless... And again, they might have fixed it. It's a very slow bear. Not sure if sleeping helps them move along faster or not. But it's good to save your game every so often because God knows that, you know, random things can occur and it's always disappointing. It's always disappointing when the game, you know, does unfortunate things like crashes randomly, so I can see outside. I'm seeing like trees and stuff, but only from this angle. It's like I could barely see anything. Okay, so the crows are potentially a good sign. If they're not flying overhead. Oh, they are. Okay, so maybe not the best sign. Oh, it's way over there. Oh, thank God. No more cowering in this building for now. I'm gonna grab a couple of sticks and there might be some more. So I know there was like a torch and a cedar limb that I skipped. That's cool. I didn't realize the bear pathed over that direction. There's some bumps going on, little groans and creaks. It's throwing me off. I think that's what I was hearing when it was the wind that was making those little sound effects and all these other things that I thought was the bear's footsteps. Making me nervous. Oh, that's a fir limb, nice, or a fir log. Okay, so I think it's definitely time to go. Might have to leave a few things behind. 48 minutes, okay. Yeah, I don't have the hammer on me. I think I may have left some stuff at the forge, darn it. I've got more than enough torches. $42, okay. I don't even have to pick up any sticks. Like, 11 coal is great. 3 hours, okay. 3 cloth isn't very much. I'm going to keep this hat on me. Just going to tear up a couple more of these torches until I'm fully warm. I'm going to light one of them and I'm going to start walking. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had dinner right before the stream. That's why I wasn't sure if I was going to, like, I posted my community message late, and then on the message I said I was potentially going to be starting the stream a few minutes late, and of course, luckily I wasn't, but... Oh, okay, I took a stick, whatever. I need to remember not to pick up anything. I just need to get to the forge. Because there's deer meat there. I left coal, there should be water. If I'm able to not run, there's a strong chance that I can just start the fire and forge. But the better option might be to just fill up the stomach, drop the stuff off, run up to that preppers, like the abandoned preppers cache, and then sleep there for the night. If it's early, if it's still, you know, sunlight, I can read a little bit. And then, because I'll just put like 10 coal on the forge. And then that may be enough, because I'm not sure if I've got enough sticks, and there might be reclaimed, I don't know. Really depends on how much fuel is there, because I might need more than 10 hours worth of fire to craft the things that I want, because I have enough arrowheads, I don't need more. But I would love 2 knives and a hatchet. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm suddenly paranoid that I didn't unmute myself, but I don't think that's the case. Now there's a wolf that hangs out in this pathway. There's several wolves that can be in my way. I'll try to avoid shooting them because the last time I shot a wolf, it nearly killed me because I shot at it and I missed it. And oh, speaking of wolves, this wouldn't be the worst spot to try to shoot it, but oh, the other sort of notable thing about the other save file that I had started was because it's on medium loot, I don't have to forge, and so I was relying on finding items like the bow and arrows and arrowheads and the different tools. And I haven't found a bow yet, so that's probably why I'm a little out of practice, and I'm hesitant to try to shoot at this wolf now. Well, one, because of the last time, and then the other reason is because I haven't shot a bow in a while. Like do you want to know a fun stat that I learned? Apparently, I played this game, I played over 3,000 hours in the Long Dark. Which I didn't know that until yesterday. Because a buddy of mine, he's got PS5, and so he's on, I guess PS5, when you look at other people's profiles, it shows you different stats that I don't get to see even on my own profile because I have a PS4. So he sent me a screenshot, and he's like, yeah, dude, you've got over 3,000 hours in this game. And I was like, okay. I mean, it makes sense, but I had no idea. I don't know if that's, I mean, I assume that's a lot. Some of it might be paused menus, and you know, quite a bit of it is from my Pilgrim run that when I first started playing the game. But yeah, all prepper caches are empty on Interloper to the tune of you're not gonna find like a stocked one. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're completely empty. Like there's absolutely zero items in there, because there's cardboard, there's like reclaimed that you can find. Like this one over here has a metal shelf, and I'm gonna totally take advantage of that if I can get there alive. Let's take these feathers. So yeah, the next game that I played the most is Stranded Deep. I've got 1,200 hours into Stranded Deep. And then, surprisingly, the third most played game of mine is Ark Survival Evolved. I have like 900 hours into that game. And Green Hell, because like I was asking my buddy, I was like, can you check these games? Because I'm totally interested. I've never kept track of it. I have no way of finding out myself unless I get a PlayStation 5 and look at my own profile. But it's like I've got less than 400 hours in Green Hell, so I think I'd like to change that. I know I posted a video, but there was no commentary, and it was out of context, and like, I probably should have cut the video in half and only started it from the good part, but I would like to start playing Green Hell again. But anyway, I'm going off topic. I'm just trying to fill the time while this wolf wants to eat my face. Maybe I should just try to chase him off. You went the wrong way. It's not the way I wanted you to go. I'll leave that torch there for another time. Do I always take this one? No, normally I would have scared it off, but it's a matter of timing. That's why I was like, maybe I should just scare it and see if I can get it to go away. Just want it to go away. can walk. I don't know. It's a term that I've learned, and I learned the name of the term from the people that I learned the tactic from is called walking the dog. So the wolves won't charge you until you get into range or you aim at them. And if they see a fire while you're aiming at them, they'll run. Unless you have meat on you, in which case they'll immediately turn around again. Or like, if you have a scent marker, if you've got decoys, if you've got anything that they're like, ooh, I like that. Besides, you know, your own flesh and bone. So if you can maintain distance from the wolf, you can walk them with you. They'll be aggroed, and then it'll actually protect you from other wolves that might try to aggro you. But as we've seen well, if you did see the first, excuse me, let me rephrase this. At the end of the first attempt of me trying to get scurvy in the first run, I had killed that deer, and I had all that meat and the guts on me. I was being really stubborn. And instead of just leaving it there and coming back later and jumping into the trailer, or like the cabin, and saving the game and all this and that, I tried to kill them all. I wanted to kill all the wolves and then not drop the meat. And I got in trouble because of the fire-hardened arrows I thought were regular arrows. And then... So the point of the matter was, when that sort of event had occurred, there's wolves over there by that birch tree. When all of that was happening, the wolves were switching aggro, because only one can aggro you at a time. So if you have one following you, if that one was still following me, and then I walked up towards this other one, it would either switch its aggro from the one wolf to the other, and then which could cause problems, but it could also protect you. So instead of the wolf over there walking blindly into it and having it charge me, because I got into charge range before I realized, I would at least have a warning, because they would have to switch between which one of them is aggroed to me, because two of them can't aggro at the same time. Unless they're timber wolves. And again, I don't know the full story behind all of that, but it is a thing you can do. It's not something that I do all the time, but it is something I have employed that strategy before. Alright, it's kind of chilly. I'm not that tired. I don't have a lot of firewood. Got plenty of fuel. Got enough water. Yep. What else do I got? Oh, 60 sticks. Maybe I do have some fuel. 66 and 5 cloth. That's excellent. And of course, all the food I could want for the time being. I can leave the scrap metal here. Oh, nice. That was cool. Three scrap metal is a good find. I like that. Yeah, it's cold. I'll chase you up the hill, dear. Maybe I could have dropped off some of these sticks. But if I do... or if for some reason I need to make a fire, it's nice to have a handful of them on you. I'd like to get to this place before this torch goes out, in case a wolf spawned up here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll have time. I might have to, like, I'd like to read. That would be good. And then sleep through the night. And then maybe when I wake up, I can, like, when the sun, well, I don't know. It depends how much time I have, light-wise. If it takes too long to tear down the metal shelf, then I'll have wasted calories and time, because if it gets dark, I won't be able to I won't be able to finish the job. So if it's like, I have like about, I want to say almost 2.5, 3 hours worth of daylight still. Maybe not though, because the sun's already starting to go down behind, like, and the moon is coming up. I got it. Barely. Just in time. If I had hesitated any longer, I might not have actually been able to do that. And it would have canceled right at the very end and been very disappointing. Okay. And didn't use nearly as many calories as I was worried it would, so that's good. Ooh, an aurora. Still can't sleep. That's fine. Yep, now I'm definitely getting hungry. Don't worry, Astrid. Breakfast is on its way. Oh, he's spending 2. And now I can use this book to start the fire. And that saved me many hours of firewood. So now I can start the forge. Sorry, more stick or torch breakdown, I know. Sorry, there's been a lot going on for me. You know, outside of YouTube and video gaming and streaming. So I'm very tired. And when I get tired, my mind I don't focus as well. And then my mouth tends to run. Like I don't know what I would call that exactly. It's like I have a leaky mouth. My words just, they come out without thought. That's a blizzard. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do though, because I already read the book. I've got fire starting level 3 at least. So I don't need tinder. I don't want to read the carcass harvesting book because I only now just found the hacksaw. I mean, the hacksaw would still work. It'd still be useful. Alright, I'm gonna go back to sleep for a couple hours. And hope that the blizzard stops. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna go. It'll be fine. If nothing else, the blizzard will cover my tracks. And I should not have any issues with wolves. Because I saw at least one wolf, but it looked like there might have been more than one. Can't really confirm how many. But definitely one. Okay. Okay, this is fine. It's not a blizzard anymore. It's very cold. I'm going down this way. Right? Yeah, let's go this way. So that wolf was up there. That's interesting. Glad I went this way. I'm taking all these sticks. I'm gonna have to get that fire started immediately.
Come on, little fire.
I think I'm just gonna put coal on it. Right? Maybe, maybe not.
Perfect.
Hold on. Let's see if that's enough to get me warm. Because I do still have to cut this other container, or I need this. I need this metal. So first things first, it has to be warm enough. And I've still got 60 sticks in there, plus the 2 the fir logs, the cedar, and then however many coal this is, I want to say at least 10. Might be more like, because I dropped, well, let's find out.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
16 coal, okay. I have 19 coal total, that's good. Probably need at least 5, maybe more, depending on how hot this gets, because it has to be 150 degrees. Alright, so I'm warming up. Let's see here. That wolf could present a problem. Just have to wait for it to get up to temp. I probably could have used another 20 sticks in this and got it up to 12 hours and still got to 150.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Shush, Astrid. There will be no dropping the gear. Although I will eat some food and drink some water first. And hopefully not get maimed. Now this is a problem. Just be careful not to sprain your ankle or anything while you're standing on this. Because I am at risk for a sprain. Where's the cheese wheel? Well, hello again, Jan. Yeah, it didn't really do much. I don't even remember what I said. I was talking about all kinds of stuff. I was not very focused. I made it here, so that was good. There's some wolves howling around. So there's the knife. Here we go with a second knife. I should have drank some water. I might lose a little condition here from thirst. No? Okay. I've got 2 scrap metal left over, which I think I'll take with me. Well, I mean, now that I might leave it here, honestly. It wouldn't be the worst thing to leave some stuff behind again. Still have 4 hours, that's kind of incredible. I already have 2 arrowheads like this. The tools I was going to keep here, yeah, I was considering whether or not I should break them down. Maybe throw a little bit more onto this and craft another hatchet. I don't know that I need that many hatchets, though. I did want to pick up some of my coal and take it with me. I have to drop something as far as weight, because I'm being encumbered all the way back to camp office is not the thing that I want the most, right? And I still have to sleep, so maybe I just sleep. I think I'll do that. Should be able to reach this. And this. There we go. Oh, and I didn't drink water. I should be fine. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Janet, it's important to take phone calls and do the things, and it's like what you're, you know, what each individual going on in their own life is definitely more important than what I'm doing, you know. Plus, it's if you needed to, or if you had wanted to, you can always, you know, if you have to go or whatever, it's going to be on YouTube until either my channel goes down or YouTube isn't around anymore. And I don't plan on ending my channel anytime soon, and I don't think YouTube's losing money, so I don't think either of those things are going anywhere, so neither is the stream, right? Once the stream ends, it'll be on my channel to be viewed whenever you want. Or to not be viewed, it's fine. Anybody who's not watching my channel doesn't have to, you know, it's cool. I was talking about it with, I forget who it was. One of my buddies and I were talking, and I was telling him, I'm like, listen, you know, I'm not terrible. I don't know if I can handle what comes with being successful. Like the amount of work that you have to put into it, the effort, the time. So I'm happy with everything, you know. I'm beyond happy with the number of people who, you know about my channel and pay attention to what I do. So like I don't really have any ambitions for more. I'm just hoping to maintain and continue to be worth watching. That's all. Do I want arrowheads? I don't need more arrowheads. Okay. I can get more scrap metal. I'm going to leave the hammer. Oh, that's the other reason, because I have these, because I can use the tools to fix the hammer if I need to. Can always bring more scrap metal back later. This book. I might take this book with me. Still 2 hours on the fire. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna sleep again. Okay, I lost the cheese wheel. That's cool. Come on, let me sleep. Yeah, I mean, if ever I was to try to focus on doing this as some sort of career, I would take it. I'm not saying anything negative about anybody who does use YouTube, like who has a career doing this. That is one of my dreams in life, is to, you know, make a living playing video games. But at the same time, I don't. It's a complicated situation, so without going into too many extra details that aren't necessary right now, I can say that someday, if the cards fall in the right place, I'm not opposed to more. But I also don't want to rely on it. Because I'm not able to put the effort in at the moment. So yeah, anyway. That's a nice torch. I used up quite a few of my torches. So I'm happy to take these ones. I might leave these behind. Not there. I'll let these burn out. I know, right? It would be pretty cool to, and one of the things that I would want to do is, well, not just want, I would need to do is put a little bit more effort into learning how to edit and trying to invest more in tech. Like, eventually I would absolutely love to have a computer. And if nothing else, it would help me with my editing. And if I could upgrade maybe some like audio equipment, I don't know if I'd ever want to have a face camera or not. But things like that, you know, or like buying new games. I've got 3,000 hours in the Long Dark because it's my favorite game of all time, and I didn't know it was until I played it. And I haven't really, other than some of the other survival games, I haven't had an interest in playing other games because I don't need them. And it's hard for me to learn new stuff. It takes me extra time. You know, once I figure it out, I can remember it pretty well, but it's like if I don't have the effort, if I don't have the energy to put into learning something new, then I tend not to do anything with that. So like I have Subnautica, I'd still love to play that game all the way through, and because I have Subnautica Below Zero. It was cheap. I was able to purchase it. I own the game. Never even opened it. Like I've never played that. I don't think I want to go that way. So it's like I've got games that I could play that might be interesting to watch. It's also like if I was to be able to edit some stuff, I could cut down the amount of time, and instead of making people watch 3 hours worth of stuff where maybe half an hour of 3 hours is worth watching, it's like it's gonna be a hard ask to want people to watch 3 hours worth of stuff when in reality only about 25-30 minutes of it is any good. Well, not that it's not good, but it's just like you know, there's nothing going on. It's not engaging, it's not entertaining, so I've got a lot of different thoughts and ideas, but I can't. I shouldn't say can't. I have yet to be able to achieve those sort of goals with those different ideas. To turn them from thought into reality. So now, is this a cave I can act? Okay, this is not the transition cave. I am warm though. I'm gonna start a fire. Hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing? Yeah, that's cool, right, Armin? Yes, I would definitely love to do streams because I absolutely enjoy streaming. I like the interaction, and again, I'm a little bit off today because I'm so tired. Wait, is it not warm anymore? Okay. It's warm here. I left everything. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh boy. Oh, with the scurvy? Let's see here. I should have left notes. I'm pretty sure I got scurvy on like day 23, 24, and then I got rid of the scurvy a couple days later, so I think it was this day. I didn't take the notes, but it was like bear and wolf hide at trappers. I think I ended up getting rid of scurvy sometime around either day 25 or 26. And again, I should have left notes saying, hey, I got scurvy, hey, I lost scurvy, hey, whatever, but I did have some vitamin C because I drank a birch bark tea before I remembered, hey, don't do that. And let me see, what day am I on? So I stopped eating, other than that one vitamin C, I stopped eating right after I got rid of the scurvy. So it's been about 15 days, and then minus however much the birch bark tea takes away. I don't know if it's 5%, 10% of risk, so it might set me back like 5 hours. So 5 hours out of 20 days, 5 in-game hours isn't that long. So it's not too bad. Oh, my streaming schedule at the moment is once a week on Wednesdays. I'd like to do more. I just haven't been able to figure out when in my schedule I would be able to do that. That's all. So I'm thinking I used to do Wednesdays and Saturdays, and that worked great for me. But I was trying to spend more time with my wife, and because she's a teacher and, you know, she does a lot of stuff, right? So Saturdays was the like the one day where we always typically would have time to spend exclusively, hey, let's go do something together and not be completely exhausted beforehand. So so I wanted to be, you know, a good husband and make time to spend and so that's that. Eastern time, yes, Eastern Standard. I try to do 7 to 10. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays, and that has been consistent for a while now. And I like to stream around 3 hours. Got plenty of water. Not warming up very fast. I used that. I guess if this fire goes out, it's not the end of the world. I am warming up. It's very cold outside. I guess I am a little tired. Let me walk back here and see if how warm it is. I mean, it's -1 with the torch back there. How cold is it? It's -19 with a torch over there. Okay, so there's a sweet spot. So like right here, close to the fire, the torch does nothing. It's 2 degrees. But if you back up just far enough away, the torch and the fire warm you up. So I'm getting the warmth from the torch and the fire at the moment, which is still only 1 arrow up. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know if I would edit my stream. Like, that's not what I would do. If I was going to edit content, it would be me recording it like I used to do episodes, right? It's just that sometimes when I'm recording, I don't have the energy to commentate or to focus on what I'm doing, and I might not know what I'm doing, and therefore I wouldn't have anything to say. Okay, fire is burnt out. Slowly losing temperature. So yeah, if that was the case, I would probably play however long I was playing, record something, go back, edit it down, and then maybe do like a voiceover. So that's what I was thinking as far as that. I'm not warming up, but I'm not getting colder. My bedroll might be good enough to keep me warm without this torch. Yeah. I just want to go back to Mystery Lake. The bear skins are ready to be crafted. The wolf coat needs to be crafted. It's foggy. I'm not warm yet. I need to craft some stuff, and then I would like to go to Ash Canyon. I want the technical backpack in the worst way, and I need to hunt a moose. Okay, I'm finally warming up in the cave without the bedroll. Looks like it's not foggy anymore. I might 1 more hour of sleep and then I gotta go. I might stop in the transition cave going towards Bleak to try to get a couple of pieces of coal. I think there's another flare that can spawn in there, but I don't know if I'm not too interested in carrying too much more. I have 0 fuel. Yeah, and I'd like to not light a fire unless it was a mag lens. So I need at least 1 stick. I'd like to have 1, but you know, 2 or 3 is good in case you know, 1 stick lights it, a piece of coal, heats it up, you know, if I'm trying to keep moving. But yeah, Ash Canyon would be fantastic. Going to get the technical backpack. Even if I don't search out the whole place, it would be a good idea to get the recipe. Because, I don't know, I don't want to think too far ahead because then I'll get distracted with what-ifs and maybes. But it would be kind of cool to get all the recipes. I don't know. I don't know if I'll want to go into Bleak Inlet to try to go all the way to the cannery. It is quite the walk to get the forge stuff done, but again, with the hacksaw, now it's way easier. Oh yeah, it's super cold. I'm just gonna pop in here. Ooh, can I grab this coal? Did they fix this? Can I get this coal? Yes, I can. Oh, come on, give me the coal. How about this one? Alright, I don't think I can reach those. Nope, that's fine. Yeah, there were moose signs near the dam. I haven't seen one. Or no, I did see one. But it was before I had the bow. Like, there was nothing I could do with it. Oh, I don't... I do have a lantern. Nice. I probably should have left this in camp office, because this thing is super heavy. Especially with it being full. But I'm glad that I didn't, because it is extremely useful. Oh, there might be a deer carcass in here somewhere. That would be good. Don't know how much food I have back at camp office. I think there's something. I know there's some fish. Oh, it's a tough call, right? Because if I only have 5 days left until scurvy, the scurvy risk comes back. I'm curious what I'm actually not even sure what my goal is. I was like, do I get scurvy or do I try to live on the edge and try to stave off the scurvy? Do I just let the scurvy happen and then it's like, okay, now I get to do it, or have I accomplished my goal? Like, I don't think I've eaten all of the different food items. I certainly haven't written them down to say, okay, this food item gives me -1% or -5 or -40, or, you know, does this one item get me from the brink of scurvy and stave it off, like get rid of the risk completely? Does it, how long does it take for the risk to come back? Like, that was my initial goal to test, but I also kind of just want to play the game, right? I like playing this game. It's nice to have goals. It's important to challenge yourself, but you also don't want to become bored with redundancies, with repetitive, over and over, constant, this is what I'm doing, and trudging on forever until your end goal, or until you lose your goal. Like, because like the first run, that was a struggle to lose that, to have gotten that far, to have collected those items, to have worked to the point to get to there, and then I screwed it up, and then I failed 2 more times in the process of getting back to where I am now. But yeah, so I'm not actually sure what I don't know what I'm doing. I want to go get the technical backpack because then I can carry more stuff. It would be a good idea to go to Timberwolf Mountain and Summit to grab all that gear. Because, you know, peaches, and like, I haven't made peach pie before. I may have once made peach pie on my Pilgrim Tales run, but that I don't record that. Ooh, pills. Yes, antibiotics, very nice. Frozen corpse, not so nice. Here you go. I don't know. What I'm thinking is I get scurvy again, and then I try to see a little bit more thoroughly, you know, make the potato, maybe try to, I don't know, go somewhere and find something else. Like, I know with the tomato soup is not that much. Like, maybe I could eat one of those fish. once I get the scurvy risk up a little bit and see, because the last time I went to go eat the fish and I slept too long, and instead of seeing how much, a 1,500 calories bass gave me, I ended up eating it after I got the scurvy, and it was like, okay, well, I needed to eat 20 days worth of vitamin C at that point. And so I spent the next 2 or 3 days fishing and eating fish and consuming items, and then after a couple of days I was able to get rid of the scurvy. And then, it reset. So I had 20 more days to survive without eating vitamin C to be able to continue my testing. So that in itself was a setback, but it was a learning lesson because I didn't know. So I just had to be more careful. But now I've sort of run out of food items with vitamin C other than fish. And because of that, I'm not going to be able to test those items like I had wanted to. Because I already ate them. Well, other than the fish, I could test the fish. But it's like, at this point, maybe I try to survive on the edge of scurvy. I could try to make the trip to Ash Canyon to get the technical backpack and then not have completely gotten scurvy and then cured it, but I was thinking I get the scurvy and it's probably going to happen. I'm going to have to fish more to get more food, and then I'm going to have to spend like, I don't know how many days crafting a bear coat and a wolf coat. And so if I get scurvy and then I cure scurvy while I'm crafting that, then I'll have another 20 days to go and do a mission. I know I've seen feats be done within a 24-hour in-game period or even less, where you can essentially almost travel across the entire map, or get to another zone and then leave that zone and go to another zone and then make it back to your starting position before too long. But I'm not able to play that well. Like I get distracted. It's hard for me to not pick up every single stick I walk by. It's hard for me not to kill the rabbit and eat the rabbit, knowing that you're hungry, but also it took me a while to learn, it's counterproductive. Even though, yeah, I'm hungry, it's like, well, if you kill that rabbit, it might feed you now, but you might miss your window of opportunity to get to the next spot that's safer. And if you try to take the short-term goal, it might offset your more important goal of like staying alive. So like I would love to stop and hunt, and there's rabbits and ptarmigan and deer up there, there's loot and all sorts of stuff, but it's like, well, I'm encumbered, I don't have very much firewood, so I have to weigh those different factors into my decision. And if I'm playing by myself and I'm not recording and there's no focus, then I don't really care. I'll just do whatever, and whatever happens, happens, and hopefully I'll survive it. Oh, I've already been here. This is where I fell through the ice. I was trying to get back. There's 3 wolves. Okay. I'm not even sure if I've been up there or not. It's very cold. So I'm quite encumbered. Yikes. Okay, I think I have a need now that is stronger than... Like, it wasn't windy, but now it's about to be windy. It's like, I was just going to keep going, but if the wind's pushing in my face and it's 2 arrows down in the wind shade, like, I'm going to freeze and starve. So I can, I don't want to starve. I have a little bit of food in my pocket. Let's go try to kill a ptarmigan.
I can't feel my feet.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to not be paying attention to chat. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm not going to Bleak Inlet. No, I went into the cave to grab this coal. Because I'm going to have to use potentially like one or two of them. Like, I'm going to have to use a match up here. If I'd like to... There's rabbits. And I know of a spot that is windproof. Like, I can start a fire and it can't get blown out. And it's not in that tree. It's not in that log tree. Like the hollow tree, that's not where I'm talking about.
Wait.
I know, Astrid. I know, I'm sorry.
Warming up a bit.
I know. I need these sticks because I don't want to use only coal, but... I really hope there's rabbits and at least one ptarmigan I can hunt up here. Eating raw fish is worth it since there is so much more vitamin C. Ooh, a deer. I don't want to shoot the deer. I don't know. I mean, the risk of eating vitamins or eating the fish would be food poisoning. Now that I have more antibiotics, it is something I could do. And then the food poisoning would allow me to sleep. Sleeping would, you know, make me lose calories because I'd be hungry, you know, sleeping burns calories, which would then allow me to eat. It's a viable strategy. Actually, that might actually be the way to go. Because if I already have the scurvy, then I'll want to be able to drink the reishi. And now that I have, like, I've got enough reishi to... I was more concerned about parasites at that point. Oh, that was a miss. Oh, that was close.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, I think that actually that's a good idea. I'm hopefully won't forget, but there's a good chance that I forget. That's a very good strategy. Oh yeah, sorry, Mike. I saw your comment there. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna try to kill these rabbits. That one's gonna start moving. Yeah. Can I eat trees? How about this rabbit? Oh. Well, shooting rabbits with a bow and arrow is very good practice. It's not so good for your bow or your arrows, though, unless you hit them. I'm much better with a stone. Darn it. I'm losing condition from freezing. Where'd my other arrow go? You know what? Screw you, rabbit. Where'd my other arrow go? There it is. I've got one for now. I'm gonna go start this fire. I'll take the one rabbit I have. These two aren't going anywhere. The reason I'm not throwing stones at them is because if there are ptarmigan, I don't want to scare the ptarmigan. Because they don't seem to notice the arrows. Even the rabbits, unless you hit them, or unless you miss them in a very very close to them, they won't even notice that something went by their head. So let's just get up here. I can't even carry anymore. New to my streams. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping in, Mike, for sure. I didn't. I'm not used to having new faces, so that's cool. And then, how many days am I on skill level wise? That I wasn't sure what you meant by. Like I recently found out how many hours I've spent in this game. So this is the spot, by the way, right here. This spot is not affected by the wind as long as it's like right here. Where'd it go? Right somewhere in this area. Can't quite get a mag lens out of this, but yeah, my bow is in rough shape. 38% because I keep missing those rabbits. Oh, definitely, Janet. I am far better at killing rabbits with a rock. Absolutely. It's from not wanting to waste my bow like that, and I was being stubborn. I'd like to think that I can get good at shooting stuff with a bow if I can start getting good at hitting rabbits with a bow. So, and then like changing the distance so that way I'm not just like I have to be in this exact situation, otherwise I'm gonna miss. It's a matter of testing your skills by estimating because it's about angles.
Come on.
All right, I'm with you now, Astrid. Actually, I'm on your side this time. It's a little ridiculous. I think she's really mad because I've been I haven't had her. She's been
Come on,
freezing
little
for a few
fire.
minutes. It's been cold for a little while. Oh, like my character stats. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, lucky day.
Here comes some.
Man,
Yeah,
I
lucky
could use a
day.
drink.
You know what you could use is some fire. A hot fire. Alright, just give me 1 second. I want to cut this up because I don't want to lose my well-fed. Once the food starts cooking, I can look at my stats a little bit. Right, yeah. Crafting arrows, crafting arrowhead. Wait, does crafting the arrowheads? That's not archery skill though, right? It's just crafting the actual arrows. And I don't even think crafting a bow, like hitting stuff with arrows and crafting arrows increases archery skill. I think those are the only two things besides the books. I can't cook cooked rabbit. I shouldn't try. Yes, this is Interloper. And I think I've got level 4 harvesting, carcass harvesting. Yeah, level 4 cooking, level 3 fire starting, level 2 fishing. This is a little ridiculous. I read I think I read 2 fishing books, but it might have been. I've read at least 1 fishing book and I've caught quite a few fish. I think I said I had caught like 30 fish, but I don't think it was quite that many. It might have been like 15 fish, but archery level 3, I've read quite a few books. I love reading the books in this game, except for this one. I don't like reading the carcass harvesting book. Speaking of, I didn't light the fire using the books that I have. That was a mistake. Like, I'm not going to read the firearms. I might read gunsmithing, though. I know it says ammunition, but I'm pretty sure using the smithing station counts as gunsmithing. Even though you're not using your guns, like if I wanted to go to Bleak Inlet or Blackrock, or I think those are the only 2 places with an ammunition with a I just had the word, I just said it. Anyway, the smithing station. If I want to sharpen my tools and I don't have a whetstone and I don't have the ability to forge more, I have to repair them somehow. So you can go into one of the Timberwolf zones and find yourself into the area you need to be in front of the machine while the aurora is going off, have the resources you need, the food, the calories, the energy if you want, you know, the water, the condition, all of those things. You have to go through the Timberwolves, and then only then can you then hope to be able to have a chance to use the smithing station before the aurora goes out and fix your tool. More maple. I'd like to make the travois. I've never made one of those. There's a deer. That's awesome. There's something about these carcasses. I just don't like harvesting them. It's not because I don't want to. It's because of this. Feathers. That carcass won't respawn, but those feathers will. Days? I'm on day 35. Or 40, something like that. I need charcoal. No thank you. I want the wires. I'd like to make some fishing tackle. Crackers. Fantastic. Crackers don't have vitamin C. What is this? More firewood. This is very useful. Now, where are these ptarmigan? Usually they're over here. They might not be here right now, or I might have already scared them. Yeah, so I'm on day 40. So not too bad. I've got 2 bear kills. I don't know, 5 or 6 wolf kills. I've killed a couple of deer, lots of rabbits, a fair amount of ptarmigan. I would love to have one more because I was hoping to upgrade my bedroll. And I think I'd love to grab those saplings. I want to kill this rabbit. The problem is they move around too much. It's hard to get a long distance shot on a rabbit with a bow. I mean, if I had the fire-hardened arrows, it'd be different. Like, it'd be a little bit easier. Oh, jeez. I can't... I just can't take these saplings. I want to, but I don't think it's not responsible of me to do so. Where'd you go? There.
My fingers feel numb.
Well, it's a little ironic that she said that after I fired the bow. Maybe it's these rabbit mitts that are throwing you off. Son of a... It's okay. I already have a bow back at camp office that's 1 minute away from being fully crafted. And if you put your bow away and pick up the arrow, it takes the worst arrow first. So I guess maybe I was having a hard time also because I was cold.
I felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, I know it. It's just, yeah, the fish, that's true.
Barely
Lots of
bought my
fish.
sense of gear.
Oh, I know it. And now you're cold. Oh, goodness. I could make some stew. I've got the broth. I've got the flour. I've got the water. Oh, wait. Am I boiling water? What am I doing over there? Oh, come on, run, Astrid. I know you can't because you're carrying too much because I'm carrying 3 knives and 2 hatchets. That's one reason. Yeah, firing the bow in general should give some experience, but I guess maybe it's it didn't work out that way, so yeah, I'm gonna keep using the not as good knife. Because honestly, in my opinion, if the knife breaks, I don't even know if let me check. If I was to harvest this, I would get 1 scrap metal. If I was to harvest this, I would get 1 scrap metal. So I don't think you can harvest a ruined knife and get anything. I'm pretty sure you can harvest ruined. Some of the tools, if they're ruined, you don't get anything back for them.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yep, I know it. Wait, is this the... yeah, that's the right one. Oh, yeah, that's true. You could just fire the bow at the ground. Right. And then not have an animal within any distance and collect skill points that way. That would definitely be... I mean, that would be absolutely an exploit if it were the case. Alright, let's cook this small piece here.
Oh, I'm starving.
Yep, I know it. How's about a nap? We'll finish cooking this. There we go. I'll get this set up. Get some rabbit stew going. Oh, hold on. Don't want to burn this. I don't want to make bannock. I think I want a little bit more water. Because I can make 2 different stews. I mean, if I really wanted to, I have the fuel. I could stay here all night. Like, I could go through a blizzard. Like, I'm safe here. Wait, did I have... Oh my god, I totally forgot about this. I know it's garbage, but I can still wear it. And it's not taking up a slot that was filled by something else. I don't know, I've got quite a few hours in this game, but it's, I don't know if I could say that I've learned enough. I still have way more to learn. Because that's an hour. I'm just going to go ahead and take a nap right now. Wait. Let's finish eating this. And drop this, because this is not safe from a wolf. If a wolf decided it wanted to find its way up here, it potentially could attack me. Nice. 7 minutes till ready. Now, do I have enough water to make another one? I do. I know it, I know it. Now, this isn't going to maximize my ability to regain my condition because I'm only sleeping 1 hour right now.
Colder soon.
And then once this is done, like, I'm just going to go ahead and put more on here now. I'm glad they fixed the thing where you can't warm or dry your clothes near a fire. So yeah, this is until boiled dry. Well, this is now a spot that I can come back to. This is not a cave, but it can... Essentially, I can treat it like a cave. Right, 11 minutes until ready. I know I could make the rose hip pies. I would love to do that. I'd love to play this game normally. I keep putting myself challenges that seem either ridiculous or are constraining. And there's nothing wrong with that. I will just keep that going. I'm going to end up eating that. Actually, let's just do this. 2 more hours of rest. And then I'm going to eat that other stew. And even if I don't need the condition recovery, I think I'll eat the stew anyway. Because I need the food. I'm pretty sure I need the food. Oh, I guess I do still need the recovery. How many calories? 900. Can I stomach that? Not quite. I was thinking about the sticky situation challenge, because that was what I was doing before this. And that was pretty fun. And I may have figured out a way to make it so that it's challenging still, but not so challenging that it was impossible, because it got to a point where it was getting to a point where it felt like I was in a good spot, and then suddenly I wasn't, and it killed me. If I was to say I just can't use coal, you know, maybe I still have to craft all my own clothing. At the beginning of the save file, you have to take everything off, like, you know, essentially it's naked interloper until you craft your own stuff, and then the only separation would be I wouldn't be able to use coal unless I was forging. It's like I could collect coal and carry coal. Like at that point, I would be allowed to use cedar, reclaimed, things like that, and that would make it a little bit better. Because it was hard. I was only using sticks for fires, which meant I wasn't able to do fires outdoors without basically using my entire stack of of sticks just to get warm because I had no clothing and I was playing on Interloper. And it was good fun. It really was. Or maybe I can try to do Nogoa again. I'm not very good at Nogoa. Like the no recovery. I use my condition as a resource quite a lot. I don't know if I would say I rely on it, but like if I wasn't recovering condition right now, like this, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. I would have to completely change my game strategy. My whole style of play would have to be revamped. And I would just have to acquire new skills, that's all. So I'd fail hard and a lot, which is what I remember of my own Nogoa experience. Excuse me. One second, I gotta... Sorry. Anyway. It's a nice cozy spot right here. Tucked away in a corner. Plenty of water. Still pretty encumbered. It's all the stuff that I'm picking up. I can't help it. I want these items. Like, it's hard for me to leave those birch saplings behind. I have plenty at home. Like, camp office is my home at the moment, and I've got lots of saplings that are cured and ready to go. I've got, you know, I've got plenty of resources, but I get bored staying in one map for too long. Twinkle, little star. It's disappointing those ptarmigan aren't up here. Yeah, it's cold. The blue skies. Can I get up here? Probably not. Maybe a little bit. I'm gonna break an ankle and have to sleep for 4 hours. Come on, let me up. Oh, I was close. Oh, this is also part of my like, I love the views. It's hard to beat that. I wish I had some charcoal. I thought I had some. Maybe I left it behind, or I just keep forgetting. It's hard to do mapping on Interloper when you're cold. It's just, it doesn't make sense to spend your time and resources mapping if you're not able to keep yourself warm. Check the plane. That is a great idea. I actually completely forgot about the plane. Right, yeah, the plane crashed. Ripped all the clothing off. Oh, now it's foggy. This is pretty good. I'm going to put... Not the bow. It's sad when your torches are higher quality than your bow. I'm coming right back, fire. Don't go anywhere. No, I didn't mean to drop that. I don't want... I'll absolutely lose that in the snow. Okay, fine. Just drop everything that I'm not wanting you to drop. That's fine. It's over here, right? Do I go down this way? And over here. Yeah, this looks new. And right up here. What's this? Nothing, okay. Oh, I could have came from that direction too. Okay, that's cool. Oh, wait a second. Can I get to the crash from here? Yes, okay. I'm sorry. I think I've only been over here once. It was, like, I've gotten the tails thing. I've done the tails, but just, it was on a pilgrim save, so it didn't really count. I mean, it counts. Obviously, it counts, but it wasn't the same difficulty as trying to do it on any other difficulty level. Because I didn't have any predators coming after me, but that was, from an explorer's perspective, it's harder for me. It's a personal choice. Some people require the difficulty to be maximum because their level of gameplay is so high that without that level of additional difficulty, it becomes unplayable for them. Whereas for me, I'm unable to play it because it's so difficult. Now, can I get this? Come on, thank you. Oh, that's the outside hatch. I can't get these containers. I can get this one. Give me something, please. Does this have a hatch? It does. Thank you again for the advice here, because I totally would have left this here. I didn't check the front seat. I think, isn't there like maybe a chance for like a flare round or something? How do you get in here? Come on. Let me in. There we go. A chance for, oh, an actual flare. I will gladly accept that. Awesome. That's really cool. That might not spawn here every single time. Oh, come on, really? Let me out. Okay, now I need to go back to my fire before it goes out. What is that? Nothing. Now this is where the ptarmigan would be usually. It's right down here. Somewhere over here anyway, but I haven't heard them. I definitely have not seen them. A stick, I'll take that. Another one. And I want to get out of here. Well, I mean, I'm going to be cold no matter what, right? But as long as it's foggy, that would be the best. I have to leave these rabbits. I don't think I have a choice. I'm actually going to keep this torch. I'd like to keep this fire going if I can. It's not necessarily a requirement. But even if I'm not carrying anything that has scent, I would like to have the added protection from the wolves. Nice. That's a real good torch. Look at that one. 50%. I got 3 50% torches. It's pretty darn good. I want to make sure I'm completely warm. That's okay. At least I'll know that I've checked the plane crash, so that's a good thing. Okay, definitely time to go. I've put way too much fuel on this fire. It has to be absolutely freezing out here for this fire. Like, I had an hour and 37 minutes on it, and it was like almost 2 to 1. And my fire skill is not level 5. Oh my god. Let's not forget any of these things.
I know. We survived another night.
Yeah, we did. More torch breakdown, I know it. These torches have been deemed not worthy. But they'll give me sticks for the next fire, and I should be able to, yeah, I'll be able to pull a couple more torches, and then I can use these ones until they go bad. I'll leave the water. I've got no food to leave. I could leave the crackers. Might need the crackers. There's this food here, and then the rabbits will respawn. If I come back here again, there could be ptarmigan. This time there wasn't, but next time there could be. And then we'll just drop down the edge. Now I've seen some interesting things. from other players who are much better at pathing and taking goats. Now, this is considered a goat, but it's also an intended goat. It's a built-in goat, whereas over here... Oh, really? At least it's my wrist. This is the less intended goat. This was not designed by the developers as something that they were like, hey, everybody should be doing this. And I think I'm too high up. Yeah, way too high up. So again, I'm not very good at these goats because I don't remember them very well. But if I go down there, then if there's any wolves, they're absolutely going to have a chance to notice me and aggro me. And then if I go over here, I can just avoid where their path is. I was just a little bit too high up the first time. There we go. And then sometimes there's a moose over here. But yeah, this is goating. In the sense of billy goating. Not in the sense of the acronym, because I wouldn't call myself that, even as a joke. So there's people who know a lot more than I do in this game. So I can claim to know quite a few things, but I can't claim to be much else than, you know, I'm just an enthusiast. I'm very enthusiast, but still just that. I know it. I know. There's a wolf over here. Almost certainly. There he is. It's 7 sticks. Come here. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, I do okay. I don't mind experimenting and taking risks because it is a game, and then if I make a mistake, if I make a foolish mistake or like a mental error, those are frustrating. But if I try something knowing that there's a strong chance that I won't succeed the first time, but also knowing that it is possible, then it's motivating because it's a goal. Like I said about goals, it's good to have goals. And it's like, it's nice to be able to know that different shortcuts exist. And if they do change where the wolves spawn, and like if there's any animal behavior modifications, or if they being Hinterland and the developers of the game, you know, if they're able to add the cougar, like those are all things that are going to change the dynamic of the game. So you can know the maps inside and out. Excuse me, know the loot tables, know, you know, a lot of details, and then they can change one thing, and it doesn't change what you know, but it can alter how you play because of the new factor, like the new, the new factor involved changes the equation. So if I didn't know that wolf was there, I never would have went that way. I would have went straight down and then walked straight into it. Would have been a problem. Like, there's a wolf right there. If I didn't know it was there, I wouldn't stick to this high ground to avoid it. There's a lot of different things I wouldn't do if I didn't already know. So if that wolf suddenly never spawns there anymore, and it spawns like over here, until I learn that, it's going to be a surprise. And then if they change all the wolf spawns across the entire map, but that's, you know, that's why it's cool that they added the zone of contamination. It's a new zone. Like I said, I went in there on Pilgrim because I don't want to waste my time. I want to learn this stuff, and then I'll try later in another run on a more difficult mode, because I'm not that good at this game. I'm not good enough at the game to feel confident that I would survive and be worth a damn doing something like that. Like, I wouldn't want to waste anyone else's time either. Yeah, that's what I learned a lot from a guy named The Deadpool. He streams over on Twitch, and he does stuff that I've never seen other players do. Not that other players don't do them, because obviously somebody learned them from someone else. Somebody originally learned it, and then someone else learned it from them, and then it got shared within the community, and this, that, and the other thing. So it's like I don't know who, like, if the chicken came before the egg, and who was the chicken and who was the egg. But it's like I've seen different people do stuff that I don't even know if I could replicate it because it was so far beyond what I knew. Is that a wolf? I always confuse that rock. I think the rock straight ahead is not a wolf. I think it is a rock. But yeah, like, memories stick with us, right? I've been killed by a wolf over here, and so like there's certain spots in everyone's gameplay where they're wary. There could be nothing there, but it's like you're wary of the memory of something having happened. I'm freezing. I'm losing condition. Well, they might not, Janet. They might not change the animal spawns, or they might. They might. Who knows? Like there's. They said they were going to do certain things, and so I'm going to hold them, in my own opinion, hold them to the idea that I would hope that they're able to accomplish what they had set out to accomplish. I would feel slightly disappointed if they weren't able to do the things that they told the community they were going to do, because the community is looking forward to those things. Some people aren't. Some people don't like all the other stuff, like the trader. I've heard some people say that they don't want NPCs in a game where it's about solo survival. And so an in-game trader would change that dynamic, and just like Scurvy, if you went into custom game mode, you can turn Scurvy off. If you don't like Scurvy, you don't want to play with it, you can go into a custom and turn it off. And that's cool. It's nice that they added those features. I, for one, think it adds to the realism in a certain way, and it's nice because it solves an issue that the game has without changing the foundation of the way the mechanic works. So, for example, in some games you have to have more than just food. You need food, you need protein, you need carbs, you need fat. Or even more so, you might need even more individualized elements for your nutrition. So without changing the core concept of how this game operates, adding Scurvy is a way to give that effect without changing the original mechanism, whatever. And so, like, that's really cool. I like that. Now, it's not 100% realistic because how can it be? If it was, they would have to add even more. So they're doing what they can, right? And so I'm just hoping that they can do what they can with what they already said they were going to do. So I didn't remember them saying they were going to add Scurvy until they added Scurvy, which is also fine. It's their game. They can do whatever they want. I don't know. I feel like now I'm going to go into some sort of babble about nonsensical things, so we're home. Made it. How much fish do I have? I think I left some at the fishing hut. Oh dear. Hold on a second. Ooh, is this moldy? Oh, it's ruined. Okay, that's even worse. This fish is not in great shape, but it's actually not that many calories either. They're both moderate vitamin C though, and more water, which is good. Always good to have water. That's it. I don't have any non... Oh, that's right. I've got all of this. I know I'm losing condition. Let me just put those in there. Go inside and check on these pelts. I'm almost positive they're cured. I've spent like 3 or 4 days in Forlorn Muskeg. Oh, Oh, that's a good idea, Janet. That is so smart. I forgot about that. The gold nugget, yeah, that might be worth something to a trader. So here we go. We've got rabbit hide, wolf hide. I don't have any deer hide. Drop some saplings. Here's my spare clothing items. Don't remember getting these driving gloves. Maybe I was holding on to them and I just didn't realize or remember I had them. Pretty soon I won't have a need for either jacket. Yeah, because there's two cured bear pelts. What else do I have? I've got a little bit of vitamin C food. That's all I have of that. I do have some oil and those things. I need more ptarmigan. I should have checked, but I'm freezing cold. I don't even think I've used that much oil. I've used a couple. Yeah, I've used like three servings out of that. Oops. And then this one's full. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna keep the torch lit for now because I have so many. It's gonna help me get warm just a little bit faster. Let's see here. Like I've got arrowheads. I knew I had charcoal somewhere, so I have a bow, or I have saplings, I've got guts, I've got feathers, I've got cured saplings, I got ptarmigan down. This survival bow is literally 1 minute away from being, or 3 minutes away from being done. What is it? 2 minutes away, 1 minute away from being done. So I can hold that in my inventory, and it weighs nothing. So that way I don't have to worry about having this be the 100% bow. It's always my low percent bow. And I don't have to do this every time. Where's my low percent bow? And then try to equip it because your other one... Oh, I can't because I have a sprained wrist. Yeah. I'm going to want to make sure this is with me when I leave. Or I might leave this one behind and just craft this one and keep the not so good condition one here. I need to think about food. Oh, I can't. Those don't fit in there. Okay, that's fine. How about like right here? That'll work. I think I determined that these do have vitamin C. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I did want to get parasites at some point to test whether or not these are any good for helping with parasite cure, because I know they're good for food poisoning, but there we go. And I have more stuff in here. No, that's empty. This has reclaimed some tinder. See, like these books are all, I'm pretty sure these are all read. Yeah, I've read all of those books. And then this has even more sticks. And another gunsmithing book. So I've got 2 gunsmithing books. Hungry. Astrid is hungry. Oh, and then this. We've got 1, 2, 3 maples and 2 birch. This tip-up is in rough shape, but it's done a lot of work. Let me just let this go out. A pry bar. Oh, this is the other thing I need to do. Oh. Put these down. Oh, I've got more saplings here. I forgot about those. Alright. Actually, I think I'll take the ones that aren't in good shape still, and then I'll leave the new ones behind on this thing, because this is where I'm going to craft my stuff. Or I could go over... Oh my goodness. I just remembered I've got like 30 kilograms of bear meat at Trappers. I could get parasites. That wouldn't be the worst thing. It would suck to travel out of this map to get with parasites, though. And that would be 20 full days. That would suck. Oh, where would the trader be? I'm not even sure where the trader would be. Like I have not read anything recently on the matter, and I don't know if they had any plans for anything specific when they originally talked about the trader. Sorry, just gonna tidy up the base real quick. Cause I'm OCD. I'm an OCD fella. I like them to look nice and neat. And it helps me organize what I have. Cause if it's all just thrown in a locker somewhere, unless that locker is specifically for a certain item, like those ones over there are for fire. Like that cabinet. This at the moment is for hides, but they don't all fit. Mystery Lake, this place doesn't have the best storage system. Trappers is a little bit better, but it also doesn't have very much storage. The dam is the best place, in my opinion, but it's not a good location for hunting unless you're willing to travel a little ways. Except for that moose. I could look for the moose. My condition is awful. Could make some snares and set up snares, but staying well fed off of rabbit meat is difficult. Unless you're moving constantly and you know where the things are and you don't go back to the same spot that you were at, because it takes a while for the food to respawn. And there might be ptarmigan outside. I could try to hunt another deer. My clothing needs more repairs. Yeah, most of my stuff is pretty beat up.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Astrid, I'm going to ask you just very nicely. Shh. Please be quiet, Astrid. You're literally moving things around on your workbench. I'm going to take the pain pills. There. The only reason I don't have my thermos is because I'm not really drinking anything. I'm going to have to put these away. I don't want to risk making the mistake I did last time. And like, these are for emergency. I'd be willing to drink them if I absolutely had to, but like, I could drink them now. Like, I need to be on death's door, red line, you know, stumbling and bumbling around. I think I have to go fishing. No, I can't. I can't go fishing because I need to eat. I need to eat the food. I think I'll go fishing when I actually get the scurvy. I need more cloth. Because I used it all. Alright, have a good night, Janet. Thanks for hanging out. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just like... my inner monologue is leaking. This drawer has some cloth. Got 136 rose hips. Might be overkill. Okay, now that I see how many saplings I have, I'm glad that I didn't need this many. I didn't need to grab the other ones. Like, if I make another bow, I have 4 cured and 3 more curing. And I already have the secondary bow ready to go. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. I've got a number of sewing kits. This is my only whetstone. So, like, that's why I was very... like, I needed to get those other ones made, because put those away for now. Should just straight up drop this book. But I want to burn it. I don't want to read it. I got 3 coal, 27 sticks. That's not terrible. I'm still, like, heavy. This drawer. I just need to go kill stuff. Okay, I'm gonna sleep for 1 more hour real quick, just because I've done a lot of sorting and I just don't want to risk it. Hi, what's up, Brookie B? Welcome. No, this is the same scurvy run. I'm just got back from going to the forge of the muskeg. I think it was day 35. Right? Was it? Oh no, I was in the muskeg from day 33. I went in and was looking for the hacksaw and ended up doing a whole lap around the exterior and then cut through the middle to go to right. I was at Marsh Ridge and went down to the cave and then went to the waterfall, went to the tower up there, went to and then I was at the cave at the bottom underneath the tower, near where the bear cave is, between that and where the poachers camp. So I went there and then I cut across. I had killed a deer at the forage area, so I refueled my calories because I was pretty low on calories. Spent the night in the pepper cache, and then went and foraged, and then made my way out. I was at the Overlook overnight, and then I just got back to camp office, and my condition is pretty poor because of the cold damage, and now I need food. Always food. It's always food. If you're not worrying about food, it's because you're probably on the verge of death because of a number of other reasons. So even if you have most of your stuff taken care of, you're gonna have it can be difficult to stay fed. I mean, unless you're out here with bear kills, moose kills. Like, there's no bear on the lake. I think the moose is over by the dam. I've got... Ah, jeez. I think I'm gonna go to... Do I go to Trappers? I know there's food there. It might be cooked. If it's not cooked, it needs to be cooked. There will be rabbits. There might be another bear. Not that I want to have to deal with another bear at the moment. I haven't even gotten the first bear pelt, like the first coat made, but I need to make a coat. I need to make 2 coats. And I'm about to get scurvy again. Pretty soon. I'm estimating day 50. Right, because if I cured scurvy around day 25, 26, 27, something like that, then it's going to take, it's only been 10 days-ish, or it's been around 10, 11 to, like, I don't know, between 10 and 15 days, or a little bit more, since I healed my scurvy. And then I've only had, at the beginning of the stream, I forgot what the hell I was doing, and I drank a birch bark tea. And so that'll set me back a few hours, but not that it won't be that much. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna see if there's a deer. Maybe I can kill a deer. I'd love to eat some food. I'm willing to spend a match. There's still the dam. I could go to the dam. I haven't looted that whole place. I might get lucky and find matches in a container somewhere. Ah, jeez. Trying to remember, where did I even spawn with this character? Was it Pleasant Valley? I think. Oh, there's a rabbit. All the deer are gone, though. Well, that was close, but not really. Didn't even notice. That one was short. There we go. This is why my bow is breaking. It's because I'm trying to hunt rabbits with real arrow, or like with regular arrows. All my arrows are gonna break, but I've got more than enough. I got the saplings I need. Where'd that? I already took it. All I hear is wolves. I wish.
My hands.
Yeah, let's go back then. This rabbit's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it all, but I can start a fire and I can make some stew. I mean, if I'm really desperate, actually I could go up there. I think maybe I do that. I'll just bring this rabbit with me. Oh, but I'm cold. So many things. If I had that bear coat, I wouldn't be cold. I could just lose well fed. And say whatever. Lose the well fed long enough to craft the coat. And then go for well fed again after I'm warm outside. Or warmer.
If I don't warm up.
It is, like, this is supposed to be the nicer time of day. Yeah, I was gonna try to get scurvy a second time. Sorry, I'm a little bit off tonight. I don't mean to be. I'm not trying to intentionally ignore things. I do apologize. It's just trying to keep Astrid alive. I'm gonna go for scurvy a second time because I wanted to see how much the fish healed the risk, and then I might go ahead and get scurvy a second time. And then that's what I was thinking, was I craft the bear coat while I have scurvy. Because then I'm going to also, but I also want to fish. Like, I want to have enough fish. And Arnman brought up a really good point, was maybe I eat the fish raw. Because that'll give me food poisoning. Potentially could give me food, it probably will. Like, I'll be lucky if I eat one and it doesn't. But then if I eat more than one, it's like the odds are 50%. And that's if they're fresh. If they're not so fresh, it goes up to almost 100% chance. Like, if you eat ruined raw meat, you're almost guaranteed to get food poisoning. Come here, little rabbit. Now, is there another rabbit? There might not be. Oh, I hear a ptarmigan. Oh, there's a lot of sticks. I might spend the night in this cave. Get some outdoor time. I know I was just at the forge, so maybe I don't need to be in the cave, but this is a good spot for when you're crafting at camp office. Where are you, little ptarmigan? See, I don't want to shoot an arrow, miss, and then scare the whole flock. Plus, these buggers like to sit still until the last second, and then they move. Like that one. That one just moved right as I was going to aim at it. So, like, every one of these were sitting still, and now they're all moving. So you have to wait for them to stop moving. That missed. Now they're scared. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ah, I didn't pull the trigger in time. Don't move. There's one. Don't move. That's not the right. Right there. Darn it, if I had pulled the trigger, I thought I had pulled the trigger, and I didn't want to, like, do one of those things, but apparently I didn't pull the trigger in time, because it flew, like, right by my face. That would have definitely been a chance for me to hit the ptarmigan as they were trying to fly away. I've seen somebody hit them with a rock while they're trying to fly away, but I've never done it myself. Alright, so this is good. I know. We're cold and we're really hurting. Really hurting. I'll Please be warm. I don't even have a cattail. I might have to eat some of this. Oh, it's warm. Four minutes. Oh, that's okay. Sorry, I get a little engrossed into what's happening here because I'm trying not to lose my well-fed, but I also don't want to use the match yet. But I have to cook the food, so I want to get it going. Has this run turned into a challenge to see how many times you can get scurvy without dying? I mean, not necessarily. I've sort of lost the plot a little on what my goal is here, because I wanted to get scurvy, but I wanted to test scurvy, and then I got the scurvy before I was actually able to test everything. And it was an I accidentally allowed myself to get all the way to full-on scurvy, and so I didn't get a chance to see how much moderate means. Like, I've got two pieces of fish. They're white fish, and 600 and something calories worth of the lake whitefish, or whatever, lake fish, is considered a moderate amount of vitamin C, whereas, you know, 1,000 calories or like 700, 800, 900 calories of smallmouth bass is considered a minor amount, whereas a full, like one of the 1,200, 1,400 calorie smallmouth bass is considered moderate. So I'm curious, what does moderate mean? How many percentages out of 100 or 99 of the risk is subtracted from different food items? But I got completely spooked by the fact that the scurvy itself, I didn't know how it worked, and the scurvy itself ended up being me having to eat 20 days or a worth of vitamin C. And so I was not prepared for that and ended up eating all of my food items for the most part, and then having to go fish for 2.5 days just to get enough vitamin C food to get rid of it. And that's why I'm like, damn, I don't know if I have it in me to do that again unless I do the same exact thing. Like I need like 5,000 calories worth of fish. And so that's why I'm like trying to, like, you know, figure out an idea of, well, how do I do it? If I eat raw fish, get food poisoning, need to sleep, I could do that while I'm not tired. If I do that when I'm not tired, that allows me to sleep again. Which, if I sleep, that allows me to eat again. If I get food poisoning, then I have to sleep again. Then I can eat again. Or I just go out and I chop limbs, or I, you know, burn off calories in another way. But if I'm too cold, I can't do any of those things. And so I was like, it's a whole thing. And I apologize if I'm putting on too much information all at once, but it's like, and I look down at my condition, I'm at like 50%. And it's because it's cold outside. Yeah, 49-ish%. And I'm forced to eat rabbits and ptarmigan. Thank God for these ptarmigan. And I feel obligated to harvest them, but at the same time, I don't know if I need to. I certainly don't have the calories for it, not without eating vitamin C food. Like, if I wasn't restricting myself to not eating the vitamin C, I would be playing much differently. So, and it's not a bad thing. What am I doing? Broth. Should have started water first. I shouldn't have eaten all this rabbit. Son of a gun. That's okay. I can drink the broth. I'll do it. I used all of the other broth. That's fine. I wanted to make a stew. Yikes, that was unfortunate. I'm kind of screwed that up. Alright, I'm just going to sit here. I'm warming up. Things are going to take a minute. I'm going to backtrack in through chat, and I apologize because it's been a while if I missed comments that I didn't actually... Oh, yeah. I decorate with flair. Thank you. I wasn't sure if that was a pun. If it was, that's very well done. I enjoy a good pun. That sounds like a double meaning as well, because like I was organizing my flares. So yeah. It's okay. You don't. It's okay if you didn't get to watch all the different stuff that I put out, or like, because I know that the streams are usually 3 hours long, and that's a lot of. It's a long time to be able to sit down and watch. Even if it isn't all at once, it's like I totally understand. I don't think there's going to be a third rabbit. There might be some more sticks. It's -9. See, like the bear coat would be +6. The wolf coat would be +4. Right now I'd be at +1, and that's with. Oh, I'd have to subtract 2 degrees because I'd be taking these off, so I'd be at -1. But if I was to fix all my clothing or get another one of these, get a second deer pants, like fix these up, fix those up, like I could easily be warm right now standing outside. I could be chopping this fir limb for free. Like not a fire, not using a match. I could be hunting a deer or like looking around for other things. I could be traveling in another map at this temperature with that gear. And my condition wouldn't be like it is. I could have been in doing everything I had just done in Forlorn Muskeg without losing temperature like I did. Because that's what's hurting me the most. That's what's costing me the most condition loss is the temperature. Like even now, I don't even know if I have enough water for this. I don't know if I have. I'll try to make more broth. If nothing else, no, I don't. I don't have the water. Okay. How many ptarmigan pieces do I have? That 8 minutes, 4 minutes. So it takes 1 full kilogram of ptarmigan meat, and it takes 0.01 kilograms of salt and 1.5 liters of water to make broth. And then the broth you can drink as you want, or you can mix it with flour, which I didn't bring with me, so I couldn't make the stew even if I wanted to. I forgot about that. But I didn't have any broth either, so it wouldn't have mattered. I know I'm hungry. I'm working on it, Astrid. So I'm just hoping that this gets me far enough to where I can make it through the night. Like, I still have to make the water, okay. Which means I have to be... Just do this. Sleep for an hour because my guy's exhausted. Can I get parasites if you eat raw predator meat with cooking level 5? Yes. Okay, so if you stock up on reishi, antibiotics, vitamins, seafoods, that could be a good way to quickly cure scurvy. Right. I agree. And I was thinking about that as well, is I wouldn't necessarily have to stock up on antibiotics because, I mean, I found some, but I have 20 doses of reishi tea, like of actually prepared reishi, and then I have some of these, and then I know where there's more. Like I have not harvested that many. There we go. Let's make some more broth. I'm gonna get these guts, but I'll probably leave them in this cave. And I don't really need the hides at the moment. I certainly don't have the calories to waste. Yeah, because it's 50 calories for the gut. That's not bad. The guts are very important. Is that a blizzard? It got real quiet all of a sudden, except for like a...
I'm getting tired.
Oh no, the blizzard, maybe the wind, it was windy, but it ended.
For shelter.
Is this curing? It is. I will take the ptarmigan with me because I'd like to fix this. I'd like to have enough on me to be able to repair the clothing if I go somewhere. And I'd like to make this bedroll into an improvised down bedroll. It's already in really good shape, but it would be even warmer. I was hesitant to do that until I found another bedroll, and I don't think I have a second bedroll. If I do, I don't remember where I put it. I don't think I do, though. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I don't mind being ambiance. Like, you don't even have to... I've been told that it's not always what it is that the person's playing. Sometimes it's the person, right? So... the fact that I'm playing a game that is, you know, that people also like to watch is helpful. I could just do this by hand. 32 minutes. But how many calories is that? It's 133 calories. And I only have 1,000. Unless I eat this, I could... But I was actually... So, always need water. That's a nice torch. I think I'm going to go back down to camp office now that the wind is gone. Because the wind could come back any second. And I could get stuck here and I don't have the fuel to last. Alright, I'm changing my mind. I'm bringing all this stuff with me. I'll bring the rabbits even if I don't harvest them. I can stash them outside. I'll be a little bit encumbered, but I'm just tired. And I could eat these things. I'm sorry, I got my controller like right in my face, clicking all these buttons. I can't eat the broth. If nothing else, I can drink the broth, and that'll fill my stomach. I want to get back to camp office where I'm warm. Get some rest. Maybe I can... I'm thinking about bringing stuff over to Trappers. Bring the bear coat. Or, like, bring the bear pelts and some firewood over there. And just eat bear meat. And then take my chances with the parasites while I'm crafting the bear coat. That seems like a good idea. Considering I do have enough. I could get parasites now and I would be able to survive it. I have the doses necessary. I guess the other thing is I haven't been using warming buffs. I have not been using teas to help me travel. Because most of those teas have vitamin C in them, and I don't have any coffee anymore. And I haven't wanted to use my acorn grounds for coffee because those are my emergency things. Like, those are my emergency cattails because cattails give you vitamin C. It does take a lot of cattails to fix scurvy with just cattails, but I have been intentionally avoiding as much vitamin C as physically possible. I'm gonna do this. This is how much? That's perfect. That's awesome. We're taking that. We're going inside. We're gonna use this. I'm going to make another stew. Because that way I can eat some rabbit stew. Do you shake the broth? I mean, you should, probably. It's a good idea. Especially if it's warm. I mean, if it's cold, I don't know if shaking it's going to do much. Because the fat content from it would probably have, you know, maybe solidified a little bit. And, you know, separated slightly. That's a lot of torches. That's a lot of... It's a lot, so much stuff in my pockets. I'm just gonna put it down here. I don't want to go all the way upstairs at the moment. The flower's right there.
Come on.
And the broth's in, I already have the broth. Non-potable water to make broth. I don't know if you can. I don't think they'll let you. It makes sense. You would think that you could make your tea with non-potable water also. But they won't let you. It absolutely makes sense, though. I'm with you. I was a little bummed because I thought I was being slick when I tried it. You know? I was like, oh, but of course, naturally, anybody... Well, not anybody. I should be careful how I phrase things. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Please forgive me. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted the one that isn't completely full. This one. Yeah, that's the one. I want some rabbit stew, please. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. That's interesting. No, no, no. That is not allowed. That almost burnt. That is good to know. Hey Magic, how's it going? Hopefully your day's been good. Things are good. The condition's not so good right now, but I'm okay. For the most part, the character is, it's a battle of being warm and being full. It's like, I don't know if I should risk, I don't want to risk that. And it's not enough calories to make another one, and if I had remembered, I would have saved some of the rabbit meat from the cave that I was just at, because I just got I dropped the 2 rabbit carcasses and the 2 ptarmigan carcasses, and I have broth. Like, I made some broth to make that stew, and I've been contemplating and discussing my whatever the word is. Oh, I still have guts on me. Shucks. Like my plans. What I'm hoping to, whoa. Did you hear that? Did I hear that? Take a peek. Don't think there's anything here, but no. Okay, I must have heard creaking from like a tree or something. I thought I heard a ptarmigan, like whatever that noise is called that they make. I thought I heard one of those, but I was mistaken. I need to put these on the ground. Yeah, it's like I want to make the bear coat because I've got the hides are cured. I've got the guts cured. Like I've got 10 guts over at Trapper's, I think, from the bear. Like there's the 2 hides, and I've got the wolf pelts which I want to craft. into a wolf coat, I can take these two coats off. Like, I only just found this thing. I was barely doing anything. Like, there's so many improvements that could still happen for this character. It's just, I'm being held back by what I'm trying to do with this character. And I'm struggling with, I can't even think of the word. I know there's a word for what it is that I'm trying to say. It's not motivation, but it's like, what is, I don't know what I'm doing. Not meaning like I don't have an idea of what it is and how to do it. It's just I don't really have a secured thought process behind this is exactly what I'm trying to do, and this is how I am going to accomplish it. So like I want to do the bear coat, but I'm struggling because the only food I have readily available is parasite meat at Trappers. So I could very easily go over to Trappers and survive there for as long as it takes and not run out of food, and maybe I get lucky and another bear shows up. Or like a moose, maybe. Occasionally a moose can show up at Trappers. I don't know how that works. I've got 20 prepared mushrooms. I would love to be eating rosehip pies. That would be ideal. It'd be so nice to be eating rosehip pies. Because that would help with my need for energy. It'd be easier to travel. I could go these long distance trips. They don't have a scent. You know, they do go bad pretty fast, but it's like every time you make a fire, you could sit down and make some roasted pies, and you likely wouldn't need a fire again until you've already eaten through all the pies. Like even this broth, I could use this broth as warming benefit. So like it would be a good idea for me to bring the thermos with me, have salt with me. If I kill a ptarmigan, hope that I have at least 100, like a full kilogram worth. And that I have the bow. Actually, speaking of the bow, I desperately need to craft the other one. Because that is in rough shape. Like, real bad shape. Oh, I didn't mean to take that, but it's whatever. And 1 minute later. This is literally only taking 1 minute to do because I've already put 4 hours, 4.99 hours into it. Come on. You know you... Oh, really? Doesn't like to sit how I want it to. Whatever, I'll just leave it there. What the hell's bubbling? Is it the soup? Oh, it is. Or the stew, rather. Ah, whatever. I don't know. I do apologize because this is not exactly me at my best today. Like, I don't think I'm doing a bad job, but... Good? What was that? Saying something, Astrid? You want some nice hot rabbit stew? Maybe we can sleep off that sprain? I like how the ruined rabbit meat mixed with the good broth equals 85% stew. That was a good fire. It lasted a good amount of time. Yeah, the warming buff, not using the warming buff at all sucks. Putting it bluntly. It's terrible for... because I've also not collected enough matches. I haven't been able to take advantage nearly enough of magnifying lens fires. Not that I haven't, but I haven't been able to do it enough. And I'd love to go to Coastal Highway. There, my condition's feeling a lot better. I don't think I've been at 100% except for like when I was foraging. As I had left 6 kilograms of deer meat there, like already cooked, ready to go. It was just there. And now I'm hungry again, and the only food I have is broth. Unless I ate the fish, but again, I'm trying to fight my urge to change what it is that I'm doing with this run. It's like I've got food. All this stuff could be turned into this is edible, this is calories, this would fill me up and be good for my condition. You know, all these things I could make bannock, but I don't want to waste the flour when these stews are so good. Well, thank you. I appreciate the positivity. I know I feel like I'm a little bit down on myself for no reason. It's probably just because I'm tired. The show must go on, right? Or was it from, I don't know if anybody's watched Parks and Recreation. I forget which season it was, but one of the character, Andy Dwyer, who's played by Chris Pratt, they're trying to pull off some sort of concert, and Chris Pratt's character is supposed to be like headlining it or something, and so he's like rushing off because he's trying to do something important, and he gets into a car accident, he breaks his arm, and he's in the hospital. So all of these things are being said, and he's like, "Yep, the show must go wrong." And they're like, "That's not the saying, Andy." And he's like, "No, yeah, everything has to go wrong, and then it can go right." I was like, "Oh, it's hard for me not to relate to that." It's like, no, everything has to go wrong, and then it's okay, and then then it works. It all works out. It just has to be horribly, horribly wrong to begin with. That's not accurate, but I just find it amusing. That's enough for 7. Wait, 7. I have 15. I need 6 more. 7. Well, I guess I'll make another one. There's guts over there. How many guts do I need? Wolf coat needs 4. Bear coat needs 4. So and then 2. I think there's 10 over there. Because when I killed that bear, I'm pretty sure I left all the guts at Trapper's. I really hope so. I might have to bring this cloth. I'm bringing the down. I'm going to bring another. So actually, I picked up a sewing kit already. You don't need that many. Leave these here. I forgot. I picked this up because it was in the way. Oh no, I just have another one now. That's cool. Here, just go there. Ever so slightly move the... There we go. Okay, let's see if this will go here. It will. Come on. These things are a little bit weird when you try to set them... Alright, fine. You can stay where you were. That's okay. I'm going to bring the tools... Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out, Astrid. I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Hey, what's up, Jason? How you doing? Right, that's true. And that's what I was thinking. That's a good point, Mike. I wanted to shoot a deer. And if I lose well fed, I lose well fed. That is absolutely, I agree. And then it is what it is, whatever. However, if I can avoid it, I would very much like to. Because I'm already on the edge. And if I get scurvy drops my carrying capacity by 5 kilograms. Making it as if I lost well fed already. So if I have scurvy and I lose well fed, even at full energy, I'll be at 25 kilograms for my carrying capacity, which is not ideal. I'm just going to bring 10 of those, and I'll bring 1 birch bark, and I'll bring this for good measure. Is this broth right here? What is this doing here? I didn't remember having that. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm gonna leave this and this. And this is still elegant, so that's cool. Bring that with me. Whatever, these can stay. If they're still here when I get back, then that's cool, and if not, then it's sad. I want the ptarmigan feathers, but like this is all of my feathers at the moment. That's enough. I want to bring the knife.
I'm sure I can carry much more.
I don't care. Okay, listen here, Astrid. I don't care. You're carrying it, and you're gonna keep carrying it. I could bring this bow with me and let it break if I have to use it, but I think I would rather leave it.
I could eat anything right now.
You are fine. Let's just eat some broth. We're gonna go eat some freaking bear meat, and if we get parasites, then we get parasites. It'll be fine. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed the way I rearranged the stuff in the game Magic. I'm very meticulous. It's sort of like how I wish my own house looked. But sadly it does not. Speaking of houses, this is one of the reasons why I'm a little tired, is because I'm trying to not stress about the fact that we're house hunting. And we're looking at a house tomorrow, and I don't want to get my I don't want to get my hopes up because it might not happen. We've looked at houses that we've been wanting to buy, and they didn't work out. Like recently, and this house could be the one. Like if we can move into this house, I would never have to move again. It would change my life. It would literally change it would change our lives. For the better, for a long time. It would be so good. Anyway, that's as much as I'm willing to say because I don't want to jinx it. You know, if we don't get this house, then and it's not as much of a letdown if I don't look forward to it. But if we do get this house, like it's gonna be a game changer. And I don't mean in a video game, I mean like in real life. It'll make so much. It'll just be so very good. So I'm trying not to think about it. But anyway, yeah. So I like things neat and tidy if they can be.
Goddamn, freezing.
Oh, you're cold already? Maybe this bear won't be here. I hear a wolf. That's the wolf over there is Max's last stand. Oh, I wish I had a flare gun. I'm sorry. I'm missing comments. I should have read the comments more before I took off. But I wanted to at least get... There's a sprain. I wanted to at least get over to Trappers before the end of the stream. Where's the bear? I barely have any cloth. Did I bring cloth? I brought some cloth. Also very much hoping that... Oh, crap. I'm hoping that the guts are here. If they're here, they're cured gut. But if they're not here, then that's a bad thing. Shoot. I'm sorry, I can barely hear myself talking. I am not from Canada. Although I live close to Canada. I don't currently live as close. I grew up in Western New York. So obviously that's not all of Canada. I lived close-ish to like Ontario or like Niagara Falls. I grew up in the cold. But no, I am not Canadian. I get along very well with Canadians. They're typically very nice people. Even if they You know what I mean? They're like, just politeness goes a long way. So, it's easy to like somebody who's polite. And even if they're not polite. Where's all my bear meat? Is it cooked? It's ruined. Oh, I've got did I drop the... Oh, I didn't. I'm so happy. I didn't bring any broth. Whatever, I'm eating it. I don't even care. I'm not going to eat it raw. I'm going to cook it. If it food poisons me, it does. It's fine. It would suck, but... Yikes. Now, how much... I left some stuff. Where's the guts? Where's the guts? There they are. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 2 rabbit pelts. Okay, and there's nothing in any of these bins. No, nothing in the drawers. I could break these things down. Like, there's a lot of reclaimed here that I could harvest. This is the most important thing.
Man, I could eat anything.
Yep. That made a horrible noise. Down yet another match. I'm at 16. That's fine though. I can actually, it's not a bad thing. If I needed to, I can go into the climbing area in Milton. I can go through the cave out here. Probably collect more coal. Go down, hunt rabbit. If I needed to, I could go down there and spend the night. But there's another box of matches down there.
Come on, little fire.
So if I start running out of matches, if I really need to, I can go that way, and it's not that far, and it wouldn't be that difficult to backtrack. Did I bring water? A little bit. Sizzly. Okay. Nice. I'm sorry. I will take just a second here, and I promise I will read the comments. I do apologize. I don't ignore people on purpose. Am I going to get a whole nother piece of this out of this? 1,000? Yes, I will. Oh, even if there's a sliver left over, that's fine. There probably was. Yeah, just 41 calories. That's fine. If I get parasites, then I'm gonna be shooting a lot of wolves. Because I've eaten just about every piece of wolf meat. I've harvested almost every wolf, and I tried to harvest all the bear. One of the bear that got killed, that I killed rather, it died on a slant. I couldn't start a fire. It froze. I didn't have a tool. Like, it was before I... No, it wasn't before I forged. I just didn't have... I wasn't warm enough. And, oh, that's because I didn't have the skill level. I couldn't quarter it. Yeah, and I didn't have the... whatever. Whatever happened, it didn't work out. It just didn't work. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to read comments because I feel bad. I appreciate everyone sticking around though, even though I'm not my finest form tonight. You lost broth that was sitting on a chair near the fireplace at Trapper's. Oh, did you break down the chair? Because I've lost stuff near, like, at the forge. You know how there's, like, those planks that take, like, 45 minutes and you get, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them? And I had a book that was, like, I keep forgetting to use the books. I can't believe it. I had a, like, it was, like, if you did this and broke something down, the book might not disappear because it might not render that it's been broken down. But if it was like this, I don't know. I am actually not sure how it worked. It didn't quite make sense to me that it would disappear, but somehow whatever it was within the hitbox of the item that was being broken down, and that caused it to despawn. You know, the item despawned because it was broken down, and so whatever was near it also disappeared. And it was very strange because when the thing that was near it disappeared, you know how there's those planks that let you go up, and then there's that bed talking about at Forlorn Muskeg Forge? There was a note that was up there, and I never picked up the note, and when the thing down here, when I broke that down and whatever this was disappeared, the note also disappeared. That got fixed because they moved stuff around. That was, I think, before the update. Before console got Tails. Because remember, I've only had Tails for maybe a year. I think it was March of last year that I got it. I could be wrong. Maybe it was March 2 years ago. God, I don't even remember. It might have been 2 years ago because I had to wait. Was it December of 2022 or 21? Oh my god, it must have been 22. So it would have been March of 2023 when I got Tails, and now it's only like only been a year since PS4 got the update. Because I was playing on the old save. Like I didn't have the new food. The skillet didn't exist in my gameplay until a year ago, and I think it was like about 3 months had gone by. So anyway, they fixed a lot of stuff when they updated the game. So that didn't happen to me before Tails came out. So I'm curious if you had broken down a chair when it disappeared on you. Warming buff is a game changer. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm reading comments from like 20 minutes ago. I'm terrible. What am I doing? Yeah, I should shoot a deer. I would love to shoot a deer. I don't want to have to only eat this ruined bear meat. Like, it'll be better. I'm lucky I didn't get food poisoning yet. Like, this stuff I'm just preemptively cooking. I can't eat it yet. I just want it ready to go, so at least I have something already cooked. Like, I might end up... I'll probably leave the fire going, because I'm going to end up, ending the stream here pretty soon. But I want to catch up on the comment and have a chance to talk to people about the comments that they left and all these other things. Yeah, like Jason, hi. I think I said hi, but I completely didn't get a chance to catch up with everything. You cling to well-fed, like you'll never get it back, but really it's no big deal. Yeah. I mean, but with the scurvy, it is a big deal. Because getting scurvy is the same as losing well-fed, but even if you still have well-fed, because your carrying capacity, you don't get that +5 to your carrying capacity anymore, even though you're well-fed. You are getting your +5, but you're also losing 5 because of the affliction. Alright, so this is done. This is done. I'm going to go get a couple more pieces. I need to make some water, too. I'd like this fire not to go out. Because I want to cook as much as I can, but I don't have the fuel for it. And I don't want to sit here and just break a bunch of stuff down at the end of the stream when I'm trying to, I'd like to have some of my attention go to the, the people who are here with me, showing support. I'm going to move the cooked meat away from the raw meat. I could cook that rabbit. I'd like to make the rabbit into stew, so if I can, definitely should have brought broth. It's okay. I can always run back to or to camp office if I need to. That is not the worst thing. Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one more sleep. And then that's going to save my game. Or I guess it would save the game when I walked into Trappers. Sorry, maybe I should have done water. Ah, son of a gun. Alright, I am going to let this fire go out. Or no, I won't. I'll go out here, I'll put the food down, I'll come back in, that'll be my save, and then I'll be happy. There's water on the thing. There's enough fuel on the fire so that I can boil the water, and if there's enough time for me to decide if I want to do more with the fire in the next stream, but I can hang out for a few minutes and chat. Like, after I get the save, like, nothing will change. All I'll have to do is, you know, exit the game without saving again, and it'll save it from, like, when I walked into the... Right now. There it is. So that's my save. When I load up, I'll be here. But, so that's totally fine. Alright, conditions looking good. It's day 42, so I'm slowly working my way towards back up to 82% condition, which is nice. Or at least I was. Working my way back towards scurvy, so let's see. Okay, it takes 3 days to make bear coat, and you'll get it back at the end of the bear coat. Oh, okay, right. I have made 1 bear coat, or maybe 2, in my 3,000 hours of play. This is going to be the 3rd bear coat I've ever made, because I don't like hunting the bear. The last, like, I've killed a couple of bears. I had a challenge where I made a bearskin bedroll, but even then I only killed enough bears to make the bedroll. Like, I didn't kill any more bears to fix it. Like, I don't know if it's a skill issue or if it's what it is, but it's always been too challenging for me to, maybe it's a mindset. That might be it. My mindset isn't the right, it's not dialed correctly for me to envision success in a bear hunt. So like this playthrough, I was like, I see the bear, I'm going to kill the bear. I need to kill the bear. Not only is it because I want the hide, but it's because I need the food. Like I'm going to eat that whole bear. Like it's not going to waste. That's the other part of my mindset. I don't kill stuff just for their hides. If I'm going to kill something, I'm going to harvest the whole thing. Even if I don't need it. That's why I was like, I'll ignore those rabbits because I don't need them. If I need them, it's out of desperation. Like there's the rabbits up in the Forlorn Muskeg near the tower. I was desperate. I needed that food. And so I was forced to leave the stuff behind. But if ever I go back there and they're still there, then so be it. But it's like, I felt really bad about the bear that I did kill and I wasn't able to harvest the whole thing from. It's like it felt wrong, but because to me, I'm a hunter. I'm like, I've taken ethics courses, you know, the right way to kill an animal so it doesn't suffer. So, you know, like you're not trying to be cruel. You don't want to just, it says at the beginning of the game, this game is not about the wanton destruction of wildlife. And you can absolutely play that way if you want to, but I choose not to. If I'm going to kill something, I'm going to do my best, or if it's a threat, I will defend myself. In the game, of course, obviously, but, you know, it's like, it's a mindset. So maybe my mindset needs to change a little bit for me to be more successful. So, yeah. But it's cool. I knew that the coat would take a while to make, and, like, I might not even have enough food here. I absolutely want to use the bear coat. I just don't have any experience with it. Really. Yeah, I mean, parasites or whatever, I don't care. They're fun. I'm already ready to go. Like, at that point, it isn't an issue. I typically get parasites right around the time I'm almost cooking level 5. So, like, I'm here. I've had, I don't know how many kilograms of bear meat I've eaten in this save. Let's see if it tells me. It might not tell me. I might have gone by it. I did. I went by it. 28 blizzards. That's not too bad. It just says meat harvested 122.7 kilograms. Meat consumed 74.7. So it's saying I got about 25 kilograms of meat sitting around that I haven't consumed. And that doesn't count fish. It's like I've caught 67.9 kilograms of fish, and I guess I still have a whole bunch of fish sitting outside of the the fishing hut at your camp office. Oh, right. Well, thank you, Magic. Again, I'm like, wait, what is that comment? Oh, that comment's in regard to something I said 20 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, folks. Been wanting to play this game for a while. Well, it's a great game, Jason. I'm so sorry. I'm doing a terrible job at keeping up with people. I do apologize. And then like I'm gonna I don't care. The fire went out. I understand. I understand the fire went out. The thing's boiled. Whatever. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to chat. Well, we're gonna stare at the wonderful bed at Trappers because it's a magical healing bed. Okay, yeah, this game's great, Jason. If you enjoy playing survival games, it is a little bit tough to learn at first because it's a big open world, as it were. It is solo, like you're not, it's not a multiplayer game, and there's different difficulty levels, and so it takes some adjusting. If you're really good at survival games, you might want to try it at Voyager or Stalker because then, like, if you play on the easy mode, then the wolf and the bear and the moose are all on passive. They won't attack you, but any of the modes that are higher difficulty than that, they can aggro you and attack you, and it could catch you off guard if you're not prepared for it. So I don't want to spoil the game, but I wouldn't play this game this much if I didn't really. This is my absolute favorite game of all time. I don't think there's any game besides maybe a mobile game that I've played longer, and that's Clash of Clans. And I don't play that nearly as much as I used to. So I probably said it too many times. That's why I'm going to try. I'm not bragging about how many hours I played. It's fun to learn new things, especially if it's about yourself. So it's good to explore, and this game's about exploring. It's about loot. I'm a loot goblin. Like this. This game checks so many boxes. Just like this house that we're going to look at tomorrow checks so many boxes. anyway, the yeah, the market's tough. People are ready to buy, and if you're not ready to buy, you don't get it. That's it. You're done. That's too late. If you're not immediately ready to go right now, it's too late. So we've missed some opportunities getting ready to be ready to jump on something. So looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, Canada is great. I've been there before. Haven't spent a ton of time there. So I don't know. It's good. It's nice to be nice to your neighbors, right? It's good to be nice to your neighbors. And okay. She's really upset with the hides and some such. Who's that? Astrid? Was she complaining a lot? Was she carrying too many things? Oh man. She probably was. Yeah. Don't waste stuff. Right. That's good. I mean, that's all good advice, and part of my problem is I tend to take things from reality into the game and try to implement things from reality into the game. And the problem happens is when you try to take things in the game and implement them into reality. That's where it can get confusing and where it can get a little bit, you have to be cautious. So it's like it's good for me to want to have everything neat and tidy because I wish that my own life was as neat and tidy as I could make the game. Whereas in reality, it's like, well, if it was the other way around, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if I was messy, if my life was neat and tidy. But I make it neat and tidy because my goal is to have everything as neat and tidy as it can be, and I'm just not able to do that as much as I wish I could. I'm taking this charcoal. It's too much charcoal. I'm gonna put some charcoal away. I'd like to have a little bit on me though, just in case I come across a vista or I get an opportunity to. Oh, it doesn't matter. I didn't. It doesn't matter. I already saved the game. None of that's going to save. Heck, yeah, I'm ready to go. Right, this is good. That's the hides for the coats. I got more than enough guts. I can do some stuff with arrows. I've got the knives with me. It's like I'm good to go. Like I'm ready to craft. Oh, none of that matters. It sucks. I'm not going to save it, so none of that matters. But it is nice to have all the stuff. Like, I'm not going to save it to put all those things away. But it is. I like this because it's like, this is my crafting thing. As soon as I'm ready to go, I just, boom. You know, there. That's all the stuff I need. And that's how I like to stay organized, is things have to have a spot and they have to be in their spot. If things don't have a place, then you need to make a place for them. If you don't have room to make a place, you either have to make a place or you have to get rid of the thing. That's my mindset. So it'll be nice to move into a place that has enough room for all the stuff, because we've gotten rid of a lot of stuff, and we can't really afford to get rid of more. We have to afford to make more room, because where we are, it doesn't have enough room for the stuff we have, and we need the stuff we have. So, all right. Well, anyway, I'm fading between talking about the long dark and talking about my real life, and I don't want to be confusing. I'm excited. I'll keep everyone posted. I do appreciate everyone who's here, who's stopped in, who's going to watch later. You know, everybody who supports me in any way, I appreciate you all. Uh, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm pretty done with my energy is just about zero. So if I could keep talking, but I would probably lose the plot regularly, and I don't want to put anyone through that. And we've been staring at the trapper's room for long enough. I'm ready to make a coat. Got parasite risk. I'm totally fine with that. We're days away from scurvy risk. I'm not worried about that. We're going to make the coat. We're going to stay well fed. We're going to go fishing. And then we'll get scurvy. We'll get rid of scurvy. And then we're going to leave the area. We're going to go somewhere else. I'd like to go to Ash Canyon. I'd like the technical backpack. And then I'll figure out along the way whether or not I'm going to try to get scurvy again. Because I wouldn't mind it. I mean, maybe it does turn into a run where I get scurvy and I don't do anything about it until I get the scurvy. Then I do as much as I can to get rid of it, and then I try to survive long enough to get it again, and then repeat the cycle and see how long I can go until either I get into trouble and lose the run, or maybe I get to a point where I'm unable to cure the scurvy. That'd be interesting too. So it's always nice to have something to motivate you. So anyway. Everyone, I appreciate you all. The support motivates me. So I'm going to go. Thank you again so much, everybody. And then, like, Mike, appreciate you coming in. Jason, Magic, Brookie B, Arnman, sorry. Arnman, Janet was here. I know that there's some people, you can watch this without, even if you're watching me live, you don't have to comment. You don't have to say you're here. It's fine. Like, I'm not interested if you're not trying to be involved or at the moment, or not able to, or just watch it in the background or whatever. It's like whatever is good for you is good for me. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. Yes, I thank you. Okay. I'm going to say it probably 100 more times before I go, but I do appreciate you all. But this is Strategies with Sasquatch. I'm Josh, and we'll see you next week. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, Willow says goodbye. All right, thanks again.